I'm just seeing if I can get my blinds up a little higher, maybe a little bit more light. Okay, so talking about the 3-day juice cleanse I just did with Suja. Here's one of the ones that I'm drinking right now, the Mighty Dozen. Um, it is obviously 3 days, 8 juices. One they consider a digestion shot and not necessarily a full juice. There are six that are, how many ounces are these? 12 ounces, and then one of them is 16 ounces. All right, so why did I do this? I have done the Suja Juice cleanse before. They have had a couple different programs where they've allowed their juice cleanses to be not only 3 days, but then they had a 5 day, and then they actually had a 7 day. The cool thing about Suja Juice and why I trust their program, why I trust the nutrients in the bottle, why I trust their process is that they are licensed, or they work with a licensed, I gotta say this word right, naturopathic doctor who ensures that basically through each time that they readjust the program, which it has readjusted several times within the last just couple years, they make sure that you are getting enough nutrients and enough calories in your body. Because it is called a cleanse, a lot of people think, oh, this is a weight loss tactic. This isn't why I do it. Big red flag. This is not why I do it. And here's my bottom line for making this video is because if you see or follow me or read anything that I post, it's always going to be about, listening to your body and making sure that you're giving it the best nutrients, the best nutrition, health that you can. And that goes to show if you're having an emotional day, if you're having, just a physically hard day, and if you're truly hungry, then eat. Don't worry about counting calories, counting macros. That's where I come from. So where Suja comes from is saying, here's this 3-day cleanse. You do it as a refocus. And I did this program as a refocus. Why that's different than weight loss is because I'm not doing it to shed body fat by any means. I'm doing it to switch the triggers in my head that will go off when I'm definitely craving sugar, when I'm craving processed foods, and just kind of give my body that restart that doesn't necessarily need it to cleanse out toxins. I don't think like that at all. It's because I want to get refocused on fruits and vegetables first. I want to get refocused on when my body's hungry. Is it truly hungry? Is it just dehydrated? Is it because I'm smelling food? Really getting more in tune. So, okay, from that point of view, 3 days on juice, you're drinking a lot. Now, that doesn't go to say that I did not eat foods. So on this program, they actually recommend, they not necessarily required, but they highly, highly recommend that you make overnight oats. And it's a 3-serving recipe. And the overnight oats will be, what is it, like 3 cups of oats, 3 tablespoons of chia seed. You got, or no, maybe it's a cup and a half of oats. That's what it is. 3 tablespoons of chia seed. You got a cup and a half of a nut milk. And then you top it with berries once you're ready to eat. That will make 3 servings. So the big thing with this program is before you start it, you eliminate meats, alcohol, dairy, processed sugars, processed foods, and then try and limit your salt intake. So that way your body is ready and it doesn't go into immediate shock as soon as you hit this 3-day juicing. And that's a great way to do it. It's to slowly start to eliminate those items the week before so that you're really ready to jump in. Disclaimer, I didn't do that. I've done this program before though, so I knew what I was getting into. I just didn't know how the juices would taste, the ones that they changed from the last time I did the program. So with that being the case, the foods that they recommend you eat if you're hungry, which I am, and I know that I have a pretty strict workout schedule where I don't want to drop down to just the calories on the juice. More fruits and veggies, nuts or a trail mix, but eliminating any kind of chocolatey candy goodness in trail mixes. Broth-based soups, a baked sweet potato, avocado, but that kind of goes into fruits and veggies. So that's what I based it off of. My snacking and food choices were baked sweet potatoes. That's what I'll do tonight. I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it and then put walnuts over the top. And walnuts have been my go-to tree nut of choice during this. And then I make sure that the nuts that I am consuming are non-salted, okay, or and they can be roasted, but anyways, just trying to eliminate as much salt as possible and eliminate as much processed food as possible. And then from there, a big one for me was eliminating gum. I've always said if I smoke cigarettes like I chewed gum, guys, it'd be a problem. I would not be able to work out as much as I did. So eliminating those triggering foods, I just stress chew gum, and 2020 was stressful, so I have big packs of gum in my desk. And then from there, it does say to limit carbonated drinks. So for sure, you're taking out all kinds of soda pop, whatever you want to call it. And then from there, I had one carbonated drink today, one yesterday. But it's a carbonated water, of course, no added sugar. It's one of the Ahas. I love them. And yeah, so that was where I stood on the eating as well as drinking program. And right away, as soon as you wake up, you take that digestion shot. They do that on purpose because your body is getting a kick of ginger and cayenne and it wakes it up. So the cool thing about this also is that the doctor that Suja works with actually makes the program based on when it is best to consume those juices and those nutrients in your day. And so from there, I don't have to, that takes all the guesswork out of it. It's not that you get juices and they're like, drink them, whatever. They literally plan it out for you. They tell you when to eat those overnight oats, and then they tell you which juice to drink when. The only thing they don't necessarily plan out is the timing on your juice. And because it's 8 juices, you do kind of got to time it, because I mean, you're drinking one about every hour and a half to 2 hours. So that's really helpful too, to keep the hunger away. So basically, with almost every juice or every other juice, I was eating at least a fruit or a vegetable. And then with the overnight oats, I mean, that was very, very filling. So like that next juice, I probably wouldn't have a snack. And then the following, I would. But okay, so that's the basis of the program, and that's part of why I like it. The other part of why I like it is just because I know I'm getting a ton of really awesome fruits and vegetables. If you are wondering about their processing technique and how they can keep everything so cold and fresh, then go on their website and see. None of this is affiliated with Suja, and I am not commissioned by Suja. Probably should have said that at the top. But these are just my thoughts on the program. Okay, the juices that I like, clearly the sweeter ones. I'm not somebody who will take a green juice lightly, but I'll say Mighty Dozen in their program is actually really good for a green juice. They have another one that's called Uber Greens, a little less tolerable, but not bad. And then the last one. If you saw my Instagram story on this, okay, so I knew that Suja had a reason for putting this celery juice in, and apparently it's like one of their top sellers. I don't know who you guys are, but you can take all the celery in the world and keep it. Except I'm doing this program with Nancy, and I was like, Nancy, that celery juice is terrible. She goes, yeah, but have you looked at the benefits of celery? Which I hadn't, and goodness gracious, we should all be drinking just like a shot of celery juice a day. Am I going to do it? No, but there's some incredible benefits that I had no idea about. So definitely some juices are hard to swallow. Secret, this is actually the juice from yesterday. I couldn't do it, but now knowing the benefits, I'm gonna do it. I know that Suja has recommended it for a reason, so I'll swallow the pill tonight. And from there, that's basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about and let you know that this program is incredible for, again, that refocus. I have a hard time in allowing myself larger proportions for what my ideal feel wants to be. And so with that being the case, this really helps to kind of restart some mental Yeah, I have mental problems. But the signals that are going through my body and telling me, hey, you want more, or hey, you're not full, so keep eating. I need to work on that and turn it off. And that way I feel best for when I'm working out. I feel best for day to day, and I can give it my best day to day. So I want to give my body the best and do exactly what it wants and craves to a point that it is nutritious for me. So this program absolutely takes what I've been doing, kind of flips it upside down, but you want to prepare yourself for it. It is a shock to be drinking things just all through the day. But again, drink plenty of water. Oh, also eliminating caffeine. Guys, something I did not take out of my diet was Pro Cocoa. You know, I use that for my pre-workout energy boost. It does have a little bit of caffeine, but 2 scoops, I believe, isn't even equivalent to a cup of coffee. So I kept Pro Cocoa in my morning routine because I need a little bit of a wake up out of bed. But I felt great. I did have a little bit of a headache in the middle of each day. And by middle, I'm talking about like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And that's because of I didn't have any coffee. Typically, I have Pro Cocoa before my workouts and then coffee as I'm enjoying breakfast. And so I eliminated that. But aside from that, I felt really good. And it's because the calories that you have on the juices, for me, it's not enough. Now, obviously, they have ensured that calories from the juices and the overnight oats is sufficient to get your body functioning through the day. But for me, it wasn't. So take it as a specific case to you. Figure out what is going to be the best. Message me. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is not affiliated with Suja, and I am not commissioned by them. I just think this is a really cool program and a really cool way to ingest a lot more color in your nutrition. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to post it through Facebook and YouTube, and I will see your comments down below. Thanks so much and have a great rest of your day. This is Amber. Stay active, live well, be happy.